everyone, this is Little Rainbow Peep, and today I'm sharing with you my eyeshadow palette collection. So these are just palettes that I have that, not like the little trios or quads or anything like that. I have a swatch in my hand from another video, but I'm just going to go through these and share with you my thoughts on them and what I think. Most of these are drugstore, and I have a couple high-ends, but I really like drugstore, so that's what I'm going to share with you today. So the first thing that I have is this Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette, and if you're looking for amazing shadows, this is your palette. It's only like $4.50 to $5. You can find it at like any of your drugstores or Walmart or whatever. But it's just amazing quality shadows. They're really pretty, really pigmented. They're a little bit powdery, but you can clean that up. It's just really good quality shadows for the price, and I just love this palette. So you can get a lot of amazing looks out of this palette. The next thing is also from Wet n Wild, and this is the Studio Eyeshadow palette in Coming in Latte. And I like this palette. It's got pretty good pigmentation. I will say the shadows are not as good as that other palette. This was from their Color Icon collection. And then these are more new. That one has been around for a long time. But this one is a newer one. And I like it. It's alright. It's just not as good quality as that one. But that one didn't have any matte shadows in it. This does have a couple of matte shadows, which is nice, and the shimmery ones you can build up, especially if you use like a setting spray on your brush and use it wet, then the colors do come out pretty good. And this one comes with this brush, which is nice because it's not like the sponge tip applicators. The brush isn't that great though, but it is nice that they thought to include a brush in that. And then next one, I'll just go with my Wet n Wild collection and then I'll move on. I only have one more. It's the Wet n Wild Au Naturel palette in Nude Awakenings. I really like this palette. I like it a little bit better than that last one, but it's still not as good as the Color Icon one. And this one does come with the sponge tip applicator, which if you're in a pinch, that's fine to use. But these are the colors that you get with that, and they are really pretty colors. I really enjoy like these shimmery shades right here and this like maroon burgundy shade. I really love that one. So, and then it's got like some browns and a black. It's just, I like it. It's a nice palette and you can work with the shadows. The next thing that I have is from e.l.f. Eyes Lips Face, and this is their Prism shadow in Naked. I really like this. It has a nice big mirror there, and it's got sponge tip applicator, but it's got 6 shimmery shadows. And they're just really pretty, gorgeous shadows to incorporate into the look that you're using. It's got like a white, a yellow, and then all these mid-tone brown, bronzy shades. I just really love this. Plus the mirror is a nice plus. And it's just a nice high-end feeling package. And then the next one that I have is also from e.l.f. This is their Baked Eyeshadow palette in NYC. And it just comes in this little palette, and it's also got a nice big mirror. And these are baked shadows, and these are the shades that come with that. These shadows, I will say, I don't like as much as like the previous one, and I just feel like e.l.f. comes out. They have other eyeshadow palettes that are better quality than this one, but this one's not bad. It's got a nice range of colors, and it's got a nice blue and a pink in there. The next one that I have that is also from e.l.f. came in one of their holiday collections, and this is the e.l.f. Beauty Book collection. And it's alright. It's really neat packaging because it looks like a book, but it's not the best packaging because it's kind of plasticky inside. But it does come with this nice mirror here, and then a sponge tip applicator. But this is, oh, it's taped in there. See, I haven't even used it. But these are the shades that it comes with, and it comes with a nice, like, big range of shades. Like, there's a lot of shades in here. And I really do like how they incorporated these greens and things in there. But I will say these shadows, there are some good ones in there, but there are a lot of misses too that don't really show up, don't have very good pigmentation. But you can always work with them and build them up and use them wet for more impact. And I like it. It was just a nice little like holiday buy. I don't know if they still have this available or maybe they'll come back with it around the holidays, but I do really like the amount of shades you get in that one. The next one that I have is Makeup Revolution palette, and this is their Redemption Eyeshadow Palette Iconic 2, and it does not have a mirror, but it's got this nice packaging. It's got a long sponge tip applicator thing. And then it's got quite a nice range of shadows, and a lot of people say that this is a good dupe for the Naked 2 palette, which I don't have that palette, so I can't really tell you how they compare, but I will say these shadows are nice. They aren't the best shadows that I've ever used, but you can build them up and work with them, and there are a few really pretty shimmery shades in there. So I do like this palette, and it's a nice, like, drugstore price. You can find Makeup Revolution at Ulta. And then another one that I have from Makeup Revolution is their Professional Eyeshadow Palette Neutrals versus Neutrals. And it's really nice packaging. I really love this palette. I like it a lot more than that other Makeup Revolution palette. And then here's what it looks like. It's got a nice huge mirror in there. And then the shadows actually have names, but they're just on this little paper thing. And it also came with a brush instead of sponge tip applicators, but again, the brush isn't that great. But here are the shadows in this palette. It's just got a nice range. I'm actually wearing this palette on my eyes today. I don't know if you can see my eyeshadow really, but I love this palette. I'm wearing this shade all over my lid, and this in the outer V, and I just really love this palette. It's really pretty. You can build the shades up. It's got some unique shades that I don't have anywhere else in my collection, and a lot of people say there's some shades in here that's a dupe for the Sweet Peach palette that a lot of people weren't able to get, including myself. And the next one that I have is this Beauty Professional palette in Smoky Nude Eye palette. I found this at Sam's Club, so I've never heard of this brand before, but I like this palette. It's nice and big. It's very like nice high-end feeling. It's got a huge mirror, which is nice, and then like you can set it so you can like set it down and use it. And it also comes with a brush, which isn't really bad. I like this brush actually. And then it's just got 8 shades. And it's just a nice neutral palette, and you can get a nice look out of this because it's got the lighter shades and then some browns and a black and a silver. I really love this shade right here, but this is just a nice little palette, so I don't know where you can find this anymore or if you can find it online or something like that, but it's Beauty Professionals, and I found it at Sam's Club, so I really like it. And then my favorite palette that I own is the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. I love this little guy, and I know you can still get it at Ulta. I don't know if it's limited edition or not. I think it was, but I've still seen them out there, so you can still get them. There is a mirror under this little paper thing that it comes with, but I just like to keep that in there. But this is what the shades look like. I just am in love with the orangey brown shades, and then especially incorporating that purple, because purple is my favorite color. But I just love it in this banana shade right here. Oops. Right here is amazing. I love that shade. And the next thing that I have is this Claire's Giant Eyeshadow Palette. This is probably too old. I probably need to get rid of it, but I just really like every once in a while when I need something with color, and these are all shimmery, it just delivers what I need. So it has a nice range. And I know they are always, Claire's is always like coming out with new little makeup things, and so they always have some sort of a version of a palette like this with a bunch of different colors and shimmers and all of this stuff. So Claire's, I mean, they're not bad shadows. They're really, really shimmery, so that's nice when you're wanting a shimmery look. And you can build them up and use them wet for even more impact. The last palette that I have that I'm going to share with you is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I really like this palette. I do like the peanut butter palette more, but this is probably my second favorite because you can just get a nice look out of, like, everyday look out of this. You don't have to reach for any other palettes or anything like that. It's got a nice mirror in the top. Also, I don't think I mentioned the peanut butter palette and the chocolate bar palette smell really amazing. Like, this one smells like chocolate. I don't know if they use the same formula in the peanut butter palette because it smells similar, but I think they were trying to make it smell peanut buttery. But they smell similar to me, but they smell really good. So it has that nice big mirror, and then here's what the shadows look like. And I am in love with this creme brulee and marzipan right here. I don't know if that's how you say that, but the creme brulee and the marzipan, those are amazing shades to wear all over the lid for like every day, and then you can incorporate some of the browns. I always love to use hazelnut and milk chocolate in my crease. And then white chocolate is really good for a brow bone highlight, and champagne truffle is really good for inner corner. So I really love this palette, plus it's got the other little colors that you can incorporate, like amaretto and candied violet. And I just really love this palette. I recommend them. The chocolate bar and the peanut butter palette are quite a bit more expensive than any of the other palettes, but I would say they're worth it. So if you could save up for them, get them. The peanut butter palette was $36, and the Too Faced palette, or the chocolate bar palette, was $42, I believe, $45, somewhere around there. But they're really amazing quality, and they smell really nice. So that is all I have to share with you today. Hopefully, if you're looking for a new palette to try, or you're just curious about what palettes are out there, hopefully you found this video helpful. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Have a wonderful day. Stay beautiful. Bye, my lovelies.